Hello, how you doing? Welcome back to some more F1 2021 and the penultimate episode of Season 5 of our Immersive Driver Career Mode with Mercedes. Today we have got the Russian Grand Prix and we're looking to bounce back from two very poor results by our standards, 7th and 6th. And the title is slipping away at this point. We are 18 points behind Lewis Hamilton, who has been on the podium every race this season, and his consistency is what's ultimately probably going to win him the title. He hasn't won a race since round 4, though, so his form isn't brilliant either in that sense. And the Red Bulls could certainly get back into it if we were to have an incident with Lewis. But what we need today is to have a strong result, and that all starts with qualifying. So let's see how we get on around Russia. It's certainly a track we've done well at in the past, but we've also had some absolutely shocking performances here as well. Well, here we come up to the line, and there it is, second place for now, 128.5. That is a reasonable amount behind Lewis Hamilton, but it was a very, very safe lap. 8 tenths behind fastest man Charles Leclerc at the moment, but I do think, there's a lot of time on the table there, but should be safely through to Q2 with that time. Well, there you go, comfortably through in 13th place. I know that's not ideal, but George Russell is the guy to beat, apparently. 3.5 tenths quicker than Charles Leclerc in Q1. That is a brilliant lap from him. Even Nicholas Latifi in that top 10 as well. But George Russell is absolutely flying at the moment. We are 1.2 seconds off that. But as I say, I think there's a lot more time in the bag for us. And more realistically, we're 8 tenths off Lewis Hamilton as it stands. Well, coming up to the line, it was a 128.6, and that's actually slower than what we did in Q1, so we are going to need to go a lot quicker than that. So I am going to go for a second lap on these soft tyres. Try and get a bit higher up, because Leclerc and Perez on those medium tyres have actually managed to go quicker than us, so that is a real disaster.
Less than a lap of fuel now.
We're going to have to push these tyres a little bit harder. No, we're not really improving at all. That's got to be the big worry here. And that's a little bit wide there. So yeah, we're going to lose time all the way down this straight. Just not quite there at the moment. Getting on the power nice and early to try and find that little bit of time. No, we've run out of fuel.
Understood, stopping this lap.
So we are in a very, very precarious position. Because we're a couple of tenths slower than we were in Q1, we're going to need to go out there again on the soft tyres and try and pull it out in the second part of Q2. But lots of people trying to go on those medium tyres. Certainly far too risky for us, you would think. Well, we have gone a little bit quicker on the medium tyres. A bit of a
Less than a lap of fuel now.
nightmare final sector, but we are up to 5th as it stands, and I think we can get back round into the pits, bolt on a set of soft tyres to see if we can go even quicker, but I drove the wheels off it there to try and get through. You can see we are quicker than Norris and Gasly and Hamilton, which I think is really, really important. But yeah, where are we going to go with our tyre selection? I don't really want to scrub another set of tyres, so but I think that's what we're going to have to do.
Standing by.
Drive out on new tyres. And just go out there and see if we need to put in this lap. Should have just enough time to get round. Everybody's out there. And they're all on soft tyres as well. So... we're going to be right on the bubble here. Have to pretty much push flat out. We have got ourselves a little gap here, which is good. Now we should be last man over the line.
The underbody's taken some damage. I suggest we box so we can check it out.
No, we
What
are
happened?
out
Let me
of
know
qualifying. We weren't going to do anything particularly anyway. We are out in Q2. We had dropped into the bottom 5, but that, again, has completely ruined us. And we just weren't able to put a lap time together on the soft tyres, and that is hugely disappointing. We are going to be starting 11th in tomorrow's race. And we are out in Q2, and honestly, I don't think we had another half a second in us. I don't really know where they're getting that amount of time from. Yeah, big problems, really, that we're out again in Q2, just like we were in Italy, and we've just lost our qualifying form, and I just don't know where it's gone. But, yeah... championship over, potentially.
Welcome one and all to today's Grand Prix here in southern Russia. A beautiful location besides the Black Sea, and a race that has historically been dominated by the Silver Arrows. Mercedes have won here 6 times since the first race in 2014. Can someone else muscle in on that record here today? It's time to go racing then in the Sochi Autodrome, where the long run down to the heavy braking zone at turn 2 is one of 2 DRS zones around this 3.6 mile circuit. The other, of course, down into turn 13. 18 corners make up a lap here today, with an average speed somewhere in the region of 130 miles an hour. And as always, a man with plenty of racing experience joins me in the commentary box. Today it's Anthony Davidson. Tell me, Ant, you're no stranger to surviving the melee of turn 1. So how do you keep out of trouble when there's so much going on around you?
There are 3 main things to worry about there, Crofty: positioning, awareness and discipline. First, you have to put your car in a bit of space and make sure you have room to react to what the others are doing. Then you have to watch your mirrors and listen to the sounds around you to get a sense of where everyone is. And finally, just don't get too greedy. Just because a gap exists doesn't always mean you should go for it.
It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. A fantastic effort from Charles Leclerc yesterday puts him on pole, and Max Verstappen lines up alongside. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Hamilton, Perez, Pierre Gasly and Russell, Tsunoda, Mick Schumacher, Fernando Alonso and the captain, Norris. They'll be starting further back after an earlier grid penalty. Latifi, Lance Stroll and Vettel, Joe, Eilert, Christian Lundgaard and Nikita Mazepin. Ocon and Antonio Giovinazzi starts from the back of the grid. And now it's time to head down to the track.
Well,
After the points finish last race, let's aim to keep the momentum going.
you have to say, we are in big trouble. Massive trouble. What we are going to do, though, is change up our strategy. We are going to start on the medium tyres. Try and get off them early again like we did in Italy. So I think come in lap 6, swap onto the soft tyres, maybe lap 5, just to try and get a little bit of an undercut on the guys ahead. But yeah, that's what we're looking at today. Of course, Lewis Hamilton starting only 3rd. It does give us a possible chance. But we need to get off to a good start. We've got Latifi behind on mediums as well.
Now. Make sure you get some heat into the brakes as well.
I'm just sort of checking out the front guys. I think they are all on soft tyres. I believe everybody got through on softs in the end. But Charles Leclerc on pole position. I'm going to let those through. File back in to our position, which is 10th on the grid. So we have gained a place already.
For the time being, conditions looking good.
But we have got a bit of history of having good race days around Russia. So looking forward to that, and hopefully we can do something positive. But if Lewis Hamilton outscores us by more than 8 points today, then he will be the drivers' champion. So we gotta make sure that we get up there and hopefully outscore Hamilton. You know, we've got to hope for a Hamilton mistake, really, but you never know. You never know. I think our race pace will naturally be better than our quali pace. I think we had a lot more to show in quali yesterday, but yeah, it will all really come down to how clean we can overtake and whether we can keep it in a straight line. And obviously starting down in 10th, there's massive risks again of getting some underbody damage like we had in Italy, and that's what cost us in the end. But trying to keep these tyres nice and hot, and here we are lining up ready for the race start. It's all going to be about whether we can stay ahead of the likes of Norris going into turn 1 on these medium tyres. That's going to be difficult, but we'll try our very, very best. So here we go, lining up. Good luck out there for us, eh? Wish us luck. Here we go. 2 races to go of this Formula 1 season.
The rest of the grid is forming up. Be patient.
Lights out, away we go here in Russia. Not a bad start off the line. Our priority here is keeping Nicholas Latifi and Lando Norris back and staying in that 10th position as we have a look up towards turn 1. We get warned for a collision there, which I think is a little bit harsh, but we do go over the sausage curb there, and it is virtual safety car.
Slow down and maintain a positive delta. There's been an incident resulting in a high level of debris on the track.
So I'm not entirely sure what happened at turn 1, but something certainly happened. We need to check our car is okay.
Now. Keep taking care of them.
It is. But no indication of when that virtual safety car might end. But Lewis Hamilton up to 2nd position.
VSC ending, we're going green. Maintain positive delta until the green flags. Virtual safety car is ending. Maintain your pace until the green flag.
That's not too
VSC
bad.
Ending, wait for green.
Not too bad. So we're up to 9th as it stands. We have got Fernando Alonso having a potential look at us. No cigar this time. Just feel like one of the cars up ahead might have a front wing issue. We're just sort of staying out of it. Anybody into the pits? No. So Charles Leclerc leading the way. And now we've got to try and hold on to these guys up ahead until the pit stop. And then we can let rip on those soft tyres. Try and catch up.
Okay, clear. The officials are deploying the
safety car
due to multiple cars being stopped on track. Mind your delta. A new strategy is available on the MFD.
We're going to come in straight away here.
Copy that.
And hope that some of these guys up ahead don't
speed.
come
Our
in.
delta is too low and we risk a penalty. Slow your pace immediately.
No, they're all coming in. They're all coming in. So this is going to be a double stack.
Lewis is in for a stop.
Keep them well behind. That the double stack doesn't really affect us. But, well, we've made a bit of contact with Fernando there. He gets a 5-second penalty for that. And we are away, and I think that is going to help us out. Coming out just behind one of the Ferraris. That's Sonoda there as well. So it's all, you know, went a little bit skew with, but
Look after these tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound.
I'm hoping that that side pod damage really doesn't hurt us too much. It'll probably hurt us a little bit, but hopefully not as much as it might have done. But yeah, it's not ideal.
Sides have taken damage. You may start to pick up a little drag.
I was hoping that we'd be able to use the soft tyres in free air, but it's not going to be the case. So, and Lewis Hamilton has come out ahead. He's come out ahead, so he is leading the race currently. So we are really having to hope.
We think the underbodies incurred some slight damage, but nothing too serious.
We're going to really have to hope for some reliability issues here for Hamilton if we are going to stay in this World Championship fight. Because we're going to have to get up to at least second to extend this to Brazil. But yeah, what a shame. What a shame. The safety car's not in this lap, so it's going to be another lap of this, which isn't ideal. Okay, so the safety car is in this lap. We need to make sure that we are in position to overtake Sonoda when Lewis Hamilton bolts it. We need to make sure that we are ready for anything at the start or at the restart.
The underbody's taken some damage. You may start to notice it.
Safety car's gone.
The track is
Well,
clear.
we go down the
Green
inside of Sonoda and we are through. And we have caught Yuki Tsunoda napping there. And we are back underway at the Russian Grand Prix. And now we have got 7 laps.
flag. Caution, caution.
Whoa, what's happened here? There's contact and Hamilton's involved. Hamilton's involved. What on earth has happened there? There's loads of drivers out of this Grand Prix. What has gone on here? Oh, it's that glitch again. Hamilton has just parked it after the safety car. Let's just see what's happened here. So Hamilton leading the race. He has just parked it after turn 1. I thought this issue had been fixed. Obviously not. Somebody's gone in. Is Hamilton out? Is Hamilton out? No. Hamilton's probably got some damage though. And he's got himself a 5-second penalty as well. That is unbelievable. We nearly lose it in all of the drama. But we are up to second, and now Pierre Gasly is the only car ahead of us. and he's on medium tyres. Can we do the unthinkable and win this Grand Prix? Charles Leclerc's been disqualified. Lots of people have been disqualified. This is crazy. How many guys have we got left? We've got 10 cars left in this Grand Prix. Is there going to be another safety car? I'm not sure. But we have got 7 laps to try and catch Pierre Gasly.
This is your final lap.
Well, here we
Final
come
lap of the
onto
race.
the final lap of the race. We've got Lewis Hamilton right behind us, potentially making a move for second place here. We are 1.8 seconds behind Gasly. We're still chasing him hard, but it doesn't look like we are going to manage to get past him. And remember, Lewis Hamilton is going to get a 5-second penalty, so it's sort of in our interests to hold him right up here. So that's what we're trying to do. Sort of taking it a little bit slower through these corners. Trying to tactically get him to lose enough. But what we cannot have happen is him get past us. And he is going to have DRS. And there he goes alongside us. But we managed to hold him off down the inside nice and cleanly there. And now we should have it completely in the bag. So we're going to slow him right down. We need him to lose as many points to us as possible. Pierre Gasly's won the race. We're going to come home in second. Where does Lewis Hamilton come home?
Good finish. You stepped up and achieved what we asked.
That's the
Good
big
job.
question. But that is a huge 18 points in the bag for us. We still don't get driver of the day. And of course there are only 10 finishers.
A great
Where
race
does
then,
Lewis
and a
Hamilton come out?
fantastic win here in
If he
Sofia.
comes out 4th, you know, that's 6
Anthony
more
Davidson,
points.
What helped them deliver this
But-
result, do you think?
Without
We'll
a
see.
doubt, the safety car changed everything today. The key to their success was keeping calm and reacting to the situation quickly. We've seen teams in the past throw away wins because they were too hesitant, but here they were decisive, and that's allowed them to take the advantage.
And it's time now for the podium celebrations, and how well deserved is this one? This is a team all about giving talented young drivers an opportunity to race and to win. AlphaTauri are your winners here today.
Well, where did Lewis Hamilton
Our
finish?
championship leader is still
Fifth.
sat at the top of the
Oh.
standings, but their rivals have made up some solid ground today. After an incredible day of racing, who was your driver of the day, Ant?
Definitely Antonio Giovinazzi, isn't it? No matter what the rest of the field threw at him, he didn't put a foot wrong. Superb drive from him.
The Constructors' Championship may be a foregone conclusion at the moment, but regardless, let's look at the standings. It's another clear win for Mercedes as they managed to secure the Constructors' title. An incredible performance for the whole team. Another team that excelled today was Williams, who make further progress up the table. And with that, we wrap up another weekend of motorsport. But with more races lined up, be sure to join us when we come back with more Formula One.
The good news is that Max Verstappen got the fastest lap right at the end there as well. So it has been a big victory for us today in terms of points. 8 points gained over Lewis Hamilton. That now means that there are 10 points between ourselves and Lewis in the championship. All we've got to do is go and win in Brazil. That's the aim. That's what we've got to do. We've got to go and get 26 points from that Grand Prix. Lewis Hamilton, we need him to finish third. It's not guaranteed, you know. He may well finish second, and if he does, then fair play to him. He will be the drivers' champion by 2 points. That would be rather gutting, but we can win the championship, and that's what we've got to look for at the end of the day. Gasly is 5th in the championship. He's had a very good season. We've sewn up the Constructors title. It looks like Valterri are going to finish 3rd in the standings, which is really, really strong for them. Williams are up to 6th as well. Haas have gone above Aston Martin at the bottom of the table as well. So it's a huge race, and Nikita Mazepin getting his points at his home Grand Prix. Antonio Giovinazzi there from 20th all the way up to 8th. Very good from him. Mick Schumacher, decent performance as well. Nicholas Latifi 6th for Williams. But you can see the amount of DNFs that we had. Lots of disqualifications as well. It was all pretty crazy in the end. But Pierre Gasly wins it. I think we'd have pushed him pretty close. You know, maybe we'd have got within a second by the end of that lap. But for me, it was more important to try and hold up Lewis Hamilton while maintaining our position in second. That was the target. He got the 5-second penalty, and yes, it was a bit of luck today. You know, I don't think we would have finished second had it not been for the craziness of what happened with the safety car and the safety car restart. But we need every little bit of luck that we can get, and there's 10 points between ourselves and Lewis for the driver's title, and that will be decided in the next episode, which could well be the final episode of the Immersive Driver Career Mode. So, I hope you guys have enjoyed that. If you have, give it a big thumbs up down below. Subscribe for plenty more F1 content. And I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.